I just filmed my last video, but I decided to put a shirt on, like a real one, and my face looks, my neck looks really white compared to my face, like a little bit. I see a little bit discoloration, but not discoloration, but just like different, but it doesn't look that bad in person. Anyway, there's the golf on because it's Saturday golf, and I don't even watch it. My roommate left for this weekend, so I kind of just wanted some background noise because I hate when a room is silent. So I actually came up with 11 random number, 11 favorites for this month. It's mostly just makeup and hair. So yeah, let me just get right into it. The first thing actually is this big sexy hair, and this was actually in my last My Glam or Ipsy bag, and this works really well when I don't want. I'm starting to not wash my hair as much. I'm trying to do second day hair more so, or even I think I did like even fourth day hair this week. It wasn't that bad because after like the first day it's not bad once you put hairspray in it, but then the second and third day it's not that bad either. And then the fourth day it's like fine because it gets used to not creating or not having so many oils in your hair, natural oils, whatever. Anyway, I don't even know if I said that right. Anyway, this is the big sexy hair, so I just use it when my hair is at second day hair or third or fourth day hair, and I just spray it here, especially like in the front, so this right here gets a little bit of volume and it doesn't look so dead, which I find that's really fun. And I'll also use it with just when I do buns, just to hold my hair in place, because I kind of want to get through this because it's a pretty small size, but it is 1.5 fluid ounces, which is pretty decent, I guess, for hairspray because I don't use it too often. The next thing, I'll just go with 2 more hair things I have here. This is my favorite dry shampoo, and it's the Suave Professionals. I really like this. It just says absorbs oil and refreshes fine and straight hair between washes. And it doesn't leave a white cast on my hair, which is really nice because, as you can see, I have like almost black hair. And this works really, really well. The last hair thing is I am running out. This is going to be on my next empties video, but I just put it upside down to get the last product instead of like cutting it open and scraping it and stuff, just because I think it's more efficient or easier. And this is it. It's a 10 Miracle Leave-In Plus, and then it says the keratin. So keratin's really good for your hair, and I like this a lot. It smells super good. It's really expensive though. This thing was like, I want to say it was like at least like $8 or $10 or something, and this is the smallest size you can get, but it's really travel size, which I think is nice. But yeah, it's really not that much. It's 2 fluid ounces, which goes like this if you think about it, and it wasn't even full to start with, like not super full because nothing's really super full. Like example, a bag of chips. When the bag of chips is 3/4 full or even 2/3, and you're like, what is this? I paid for a whole bag. But I'm not going to get into that argument. Anyway, I guess this is the only body thing I would say that I have, and this one I actually was enjoying for the first, I'd say like 2 weeks of it, but then my bed started smelling like it because I would always put it on before I go to bed, so then all of it would absorb into my skin for the new day, and I always take showers at night too, so it just kind of made sense in a way that I would want to use it after I exfoliated my body or anything like that, or scrubbed it. So this is finally great color without odor. It still kind of smells, to be honest with you, and it has a new smell apparently, so the old one was worse, but I don't think this one's bad. It just is not what I want to smell when I go to bed every night. So this is the Jergens Natural Glow. Gradually creates flawless, natural-looking color, plus firming daily moisturizer. So I did use this every day for about 2 weeks, and it worked really well. I could see a difference in my skin, but then around here, it did get a little bit orangey, I guess you could say, but this reduces the appearance of cellulite in as little as 7 days. Didn't really notice anything with cellulite, obviously, but this is medium to tan because my skin is olive, but it's a little bit darker than most Asian skins, I'd say. So this is 7.5 fluid ounces, which I thought was a bigger size because they did have smaller ones, but I did go through a lot of it because, as you can see, it's not like the full tube still, but I really did like it. I'm just gonna like weighted off a little bit because I'm trying different foundations and I don't want the foundations to be all weird because I'm using fake tanner and all this other stuff. It's just somewhat confusing and might look a little bad, but the next thing is eye stuff. So this is a palette I've been using a lot. I did get the Glenda the Good Witch by Urban Decay, which I haven't reached for too often, I'm not going to lie, which, the Oz one, which is super pretty. I don't know why I haven't reached for it. I just haven't really, but the colors are super pretty. I just think they're more springish, and I'm feeling a little lazy, so I don't want to use bright colors yet, and I'm feeling like it's still kind of winter because it's freezing out and super windy. Anyway, this is the basic Naked palette. I'm sure all of you have seen this before, like dozens of times. I just use the Venus for highlight, and then I use Foxy for like right here. I used this whole palette today, basically. And then I used Walk of Shame, which is WOS, and I use that for like my overall lid color, and then Naked 2 I use for like half of my eye, and then I use Faint for a little bit outer, I guess, and then I use a little bit of Crave for my crease, and then before I do that, I put my primer on my eyes, and then I also put this, which I don't know if it's really necessary, but I really like these cream eyeshadows, and this is that Amazonian clay waterproof Tarte whatever, and it's this one. It's really pretty. I really like this for a base because it gives it a little shimmer, and you could just wear this if you wanted to. But this is the golden beige, shimmering golden beige, which is nice. And these actually have the same size as the Maybelline Color Stay tattoos, which is kind of crazy. And then once I'm done with that, that's kind of like my daily routine. And then I put this on top of it, which is the L'Oreal Infallible L'Oreal eyeshadows in Amber Rush, which is the only one I own right now, but I really like this. It kind of reminds me of rose gold, and it's super pretty, especially just putting it on your inner corner and to here, I'd say. So that's like what I do with this one. And then my eyeliner that I use, I've actually have a ton of like felt tip eyeliners. I probably have like 4 that are in there that are just like waiting to be, that I like half used or like more than half used, and I feel like they're drying out, so I don't know if I should use them or just stick with this. But this is the gel liner, which is really surprising because people said that this dries out really fast, but I've had this for about a year, which is probably past expiration, but I'm not putting it on my waterline or anything. I'm just putting it on my upper line, so I don't think it's too bad. I was going to use it until I finished it off, and if I look in the light, I can see that I almost like hit pan, because you can't really tell at all because it's all black, like how deep I actually went with it. But I'm just scraping at the sides now, so yeah. But it hasn't dried out, and I've had it for like at least 8 to 12 months, which is really surprising. But I don't know. I heard other people's like Maybelline stuff like dried out, so I don't know if it's just mine or something. And then the one, I guess, face product besides foundations that I've been using a lot that I like really didn't reach for. I got this like spring of last year, and I don't think blushes go that bad, honestly. But this is Pink Passion, and it's this one. It looks like really funny because it's like an ombre effect, because this was in the sun, or the sun hit it, so it just made it ombre, which is really funny because they're actually 2 different pinks, so I got like 2 blushes in one now. I don't know if that would work for every blush that you have, but the e.l.f. blushes, it works for it because of this little window, which is kind of cool, I thought. But this I use, and I think it's really pretty. I've actually been using like a lot of blushes lately. Like I've been switching through 3 every week, essentially. And now I have one kind of like skincare product, and this is the Clean and Clear. This has been on my favorites before, but it's the Advantage Acne Spot Treatment Salicylic Acid Acne Medication, and it's oil free. 100% of people showed clearer skin in just 1 day, won't over dry skin. So this is what it looks like. I had this in my daily like face routine or foundation thing, but yeah, this is what it's called, and it actually is like, it's probably going to be in my next empties video too, but yeah, it's really good and it works really well. My acne has cleared up lately, which I just have, you can't even really tell, but I just have like, well, you can tell there, 1, 2, That's a mole or something. And then like 3. I only have like a couple of big ones, knock on wood. And then the last 2 things are foundations. These are the 2 foundations that I have switched on and off for in the past, I'd say month and a half, which is really good for me because, I don't know, I bought this Clinique one, which I didn't even use that much because of my tanning lotion, basically, because the other one is super olivey and really light skin toned, which I should be using because it's winter and stuff, and it's going to be like the lightest I'm going to be and stuff, so maybe I'll use that coming up. It also is supposed to help with acne, but I've been using this Revlon Color Stay, which is what I'm wearing now, and it is in 330 Natural Tan, and I've been really liking this a lot. I find with like these 2, I use them way less than I did with Makeup Forever because I feel like now looking back at it, I could have like saved more of the foundation and used it like more lightly to apply it. But I think it's just because my acne is like getting better that I don't have to use as much foundation or as much coverage, I'd say. The next thing I use is the Maybelline Fit Me, which this was a bitch because it fell off of this counter and all of it spilled like on my portfolio. There was nothing in my portfolio at the time and it was just the case, but it was still annoying. So like I'd say half the bottle spilled, or at least a third of it. So yeah. It just was not good. I was really mad, and I'll probably be purchasing one of those again, and that's Maybelline Fit Me in 220, in case you were wondering. So yeah, that is about it. I will see you guys later. Bye.